Welcome to Velvet Fang Stories, where love bites deeper. Viewer discretion advised. The following program is a fictional work of supernatural romance and dark fantasy intended for mature audiences. This presentation may contain mature themes, fantasy violence, depictions of injury or peril, intense emotional situations, supernatural phenomena, suggestive themes, and other dramatic material that some viewers may find disturbing or unsuitable. All characters, names, organizations, locations, events, cultures, supernatural beings, abilities, rituals, bloodlines, medical or scientific concepts, and mythology depicted within this series are fictional or used fictitiously for entertainment purposes. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or deceased, organizations, events, or locations is purely coincidental. This program is intended solely for entertainment and storytelling purposes. Nothing depicted within this fictional universe should be interpreted as medical, legal, psychological, spiritual, or other professional advice. Viewer discretion is advised. Velvet Fang Stories. Passion, power, protect, possess. Where love bites deeper. Copyright Velvet Fang Stories, all rights reserved.
Velvet Fang Stories.
My name is AhMarRah. I do not have a last name, at least, not one I remember. I do not remember my mother's face or the sound of her voice. I do not remember where I came from, only that I survived it. What I remember comes in flashes. Fire, running, screaming, a woman's voice. Hide, I love you. That is all I have left of her. Everything after that was training, pain, discipline, blood, and Commander Varric. Your strength, your rank, your reputation depends on this. Do not fail. Leave no survivors. Bring me his head. I was built for this, conditioned for this. Tonight, I have one assignment, one target, one kill. Commander Varric has sent me to eliminate the most powerful, the most dangerous alpha in the Northern Hemisphere. Kye-Yell, Alpha of Roh Canyon. They say no one has ever defeated him. They say entire packs have disappeared trying. They say he is ruthless, merciless, untouchable. Tonight, I'll find out if legends bleed. The forest feels wrong. Not quiet, wrong. No wind, no movement, no birds, no life. Like the entire forest is waiting, watching. I move carefully between the trees, my locks pulled back, my blade steady, my breathing controlled. Every step measured. Then a scent. Smoke, cedar, iron. My grip tightens around my blade. Something isn't right. A whisper, soft enough to question whether I imagined it. Don't. I stop. Who said that? Silence. Nothing. I keep moving. A twig snaps. I turn, and he steps out of the shadows. Tall, calm, unbothered, built like heaven, made for violence. Dark hair, loose, effortless, hazel gray eyes, watching me, Ancient tattoos disappeared beneath the collar of his shirt and wrapped around powerful arms. Not decoration, history. I circle him, testing him, measuring him. He lets me. I strike. He moves, barely. I attack again. Nothing. Again. Nothing. I should be able to kill him. Why can't I? Our eyes lock. The forest falls silent. My chest tightens. My pulse races. Not fear. Something far more dangerous. Recognition. He inhales slowly. His expression changes, as though he already knows me. A slow smile spreads across his face. "You're late, AhMarRah." My blood turns cold. How does he know my name? "My wolf has been waiting for you, my mate." AhMarRah should have killed him. She had done this before. Closed distance, read the body, taken the opening, finished it. Clean, efficient, certain. But not this time. Kye-Yell didn't move. Not back, not forward. Not even enough to prepare for impact. He stood inside her range, like he belonged there. Like the moment had already been decided, and he was simply waiting for her to understand it. That unsettled her more than any attack ever could. She tightened her grip. Mission. Target. Finish it. Her arm lifted. The blade followed. The motion was perfect. Until it wasn't. The blade stopped, only inches from Kye-Yell's chest. AhMarRah frowned. Her wrist trembled. She forced her arm forward. Nothing. Again. Nothing. What? She looked at her own hand, then back at him. "Why aren't you moving?" Kye-Yell never took his eyes off hers. "Because you can't." Silence. "I can." She tried again. Her shoulder turned, her muscles engaged. The blade refused to move. "Move!" She gritted her teeth. "Move!" Normal. That had never happened before. Not once. Not in training. Not on a mission. Not in battle. She had never failed to finish. And for the first time, the perfect assassin didn't understand her own body. AhMarRah couldn't breathe. Not because the forest had stolen the air. Because something inside her refused to let go. One hand gripped the hilt of her blade. The other pressed hard against her chest. The pressure remained, demanding, unrelenting. Kye-Yell watched her. He didn't rush to her. He didn't panic. He waited, as though he had seen this before. Then something colder arrived, not from the forest, from inside her mind. "Finish it." AhMarRah froze. Her eyes widened. She knew that voice. Commander Varric, the man who had trained her, broken her, rebuilt her. His voice had become law. "You're losing focus. Finish the mission." Her breathing steadied. Not because she wanted it to, because years of conditioning demanded it. Her fingers tightened around the hilt. Her arm began to rise. "Don't!" She ignored him. The blade continued upward. "Kill him." Every lesson, Every punishment, every mission, every scar pushed her forward. The blade climbed higher. Then, the heart tether answered. AhMarRah gasped. Her chest tightened violently. The blade trembled in her hand. Her body shook beneath two opposing forces, one driving her toward Kye-Yell, the other pulling her away from the command. What is happening to me? Finish it. Her arm jerked forward, just enough, not enough to strike. Kye-Yell finally moved, not away, toward her. Calm, measured, certain. He closed the distance between them, without fear, without hesitation. His hand gently wrapped around her wrist. Instantly, the pressure cracked. Not completely, just enough. Enough for AhMarRah to breathe. Enough to think. Look at me. She resisted. Then, slowly, she did. For the first time, the command lost. The forest remained still. Even the wind seemed unwilling to interrupt the moment. AhMarRah stood motionless, her wrist still resting inside Kye-Yell's hand. Neither of them spoke. Neither of them moved. The heart tether quieted. Not completely, just enough for her to think. You're not here to kill me. The words settled between them, quiet, certain, unshaken. AhMarRah pulled against his grip. Not hard, just enough to remind herself she was still in control. I am. The answer came quickly. But something was different. The conviction was gone. Kye-Yell heard it. He saw it. He felt it. He slowly released her wrist. He had no reason to hold on. She wasn't going anywhere. No. You were sent to. Silence. The distinction cut deeper than any blade. She wasn't there because she chose to be. She was there because someone else had chosen for her. The realization struck harder than the heart tether, harder than Commander Varick's commands, harder than the mission itself. AhMarRah stared at him, searching his face, looking for deception. She found none, only certainty. How do you know that? Because I've been waiting for you. He didn't smile. He didn't celebrate. He simply told the truth. A truth she wasn't ready to hear. AhMarRah slowly stepped backward. One step, then another. The heart tether answered immediately. The pressure returned, sharper, stronger, more demanding. She stopped, not because she wanted to, because she couldn't take another step. I told you, distance won't change it. For the first time in her life, AhMarRah couldn't complete the mission. She couldn't leave. And somewhere, deep beneath years of training, a single question began to grow. If she wasn't free to kill him, and she wasn't free to leave him, then who had she really become? Distance. Distance creates clarity. Space restores control. That is what she was taught. So, she did what she had always done. She walked away. Kye-Yell didn't stop her. He didn't follow. He simply watched, as though the outcome had already been decided. You're making it worse. AhMarRah kept walking. I don't need your help. She believed that. She wanted to believe that. So, she took another step. The forest tightened around her. The silence grew heavier. Moonlight slipped through the trees in broken beams, catching the blade in her hand and the distance she was trying to create. The heart tether answered, subtle at first. AhMarRah slowed, her brow furrowed, her breathing changed. What is this? She took another step. The pressure answered immediately, sharper, deeper, like something beneath her ribs refused to let her leave. You feel it. I don't feel anything. Kye-Yell tilted his head slightly, not amused, certain. Then why did you stop? The question lingered, because she didn't have an answer. She pressed her hand against her chest, measuring the pressure, like she would measure any threat. It answered, tightening further, demanding. No. She forced herself forward. One more step. The pressure exploded through her chest. Her breath caught. Her knees nearly gave way. She steadied herself, refusing to fall. You think distance will break it. It won't. I can break anything. The conviction was there. The certainty was not. The heart tether tightened again, sharper this time. The pressure spread through her chest, less like resistance, more like warning. Kye-Yell watched her, patiently, like a man who had no intention of chasing someone who couldn't truly leave. The forest remained silent. Only the sound of rain and uneven breathing filled the space between them. AhMarRah refused to look at him. If she looked, she might see something she wasn't ready to understand. You're wrong. Kye-Yell said nothing. He simply watched her. Everything I've done, every mission, every kill, I chose. Kye-Yell slowly shook his head. Did you? The question wasn't asked with arrogance or pity, only curiosity. No one tells me who I am. Then leave. The words landed harder than she expected, because leaving should have been easy. AhMarRah turned away from him. She forced another step. The heart tether answered immediately. Her chest tightened, her breathing shortened. She stopped. No. She tried again. Another step. The pressure doubled. You're fighting the wrong thing. I'm fighting you. Kye-Yell's expression never changed. No. You're fighting yourself. She wanted to argue. She wanted to deny every word. Instead, her body answered for her. The heart tether pulled tighter, demanding, unrelenting. AhMarRah pressed harder against her chest, determined, defiant, refusing to surrender. I decide where I go. Try. She did. One step, then another, each one harder than the last, until her own body refused to obey. And for the first time, the perfect assassin began to question whether she had ever truly been free. AhMarRah stopped. Not because she wanted to, because she couldn't. The heart tether had chosen, and neither of them could undo it. The forest watched. Neither alpha nor assassin moved. The heart tether rested between them, visible, alive, waiting. His answer wasn't careless. It was simply true. Those words struck harder. For the first time, she wasn't sure she believed them. One thought refused to leave her. What if he was right? AhMarRah never took another breath. The pressure struck without warning. Her heartbeat faltered. Then, she fell. AhMarRah! He was beside her before she hit the ground. AhMarRah, come on, come on. Weak. Too weak. No. His hand pressed against her chest. The heart tether answered immediately. Erratic. Breaking. What? His eyes dropped to the markings beneath her skin. Ancient glyphs. Hidden. Not glowing. Smoking. Mom. Kye-Yell, what happened? I found her. Found who? My mate. Silence. Even through the mind link, the word landed. Mate? Mom, focus. She isn't breathing. Her pulse is weak. There are glyphs on her. They're smoking. I don't know what they are. Take her to Lower West, immediately. Already moving. Call Code Pale. Do not leave her side. Your father and I are on our way. The mind link closed. Kye-Yell lifts AhMarRah in one motion, her weight settling against him as if the tether itself is guiding the placement. He runs. The forest breaks around him. Shadows smear into lines. Moonlight fractures and disappears as the canyon boundary rises ahead, and the air changes the instant he crosses it, from wild to structured, from open to controlled. His territory, his system. Code Pale, Lower West. The command carries without volume. It doesn't need it. Everything responds. Hidden seams in the canyon open. Doors slide without sound. Movement accelerates along lines most of the pack will never see. The visible staff step aside. The unseen staff are already in motion. By the time he reaches the interior, the lower corridor is active. Lights shifting, pathways clearing, a team assembling that exists for moments exactly like this and nothing else. Lower West is not a hospital. It is a controlled environment for what does not belong anywhere else. Kye-Yell pushes through the final doors and lowers AhMarRah onto the central table. Hands move in immediately, trained, precise, silent. Heart rhythm unstable, one of them says. I know. Respiration absent. I know. Markings. I see them. His voice stays level, but it tightens at the edges. Stabilize her. They move faster, not chaotic, exact. One monitors her vitals, another scans the glyphs. A third adjusts something beneath the surface, something beyond standard medicine, where protocol meets knowledge that isn't written down. Kye-Yell doesn't step back. He stays where he is, one hand hovering near her chest, tracking the tether, measuring the faint pulse that still answers him from the other side. Don't you stop, he says quietly. Not to the room, to her. Not now. The glyphs smoke again, stronger. The air around her shifts, a subtle distortion that makes the nearest specialist pause for half a second before correcting. This isn't standard, they say. I know. The tether pulses, faint but there. It's the only reason he doesn't break his control completely. Because if that goes, if that disappears, there is nothing left to bring her back. The doors behind him open again. Footsteps, controlled, familiar. Lyra arrives first, her presence cutting cleanly through the room. Kayroth follows, silent and imposing, his attention already fixed on the table before anyone speaks.
Lyra takes one look at AhMarRah and the smoking glyphs, and something in her expression settles into recognition that is older than anything in this room. "Don't let it sever," she says. No one asks what she means. They already understand the stakes. Kye-Yell doesn't look away from AhMarRah. He doesn't need to, because he can feel it. Faint, fragile, still there, and slipping.
Kye-Yell, I need room. He didn't move. He couldn't. His eyes never left AhMarRah's face. Kye-Yell. Nothing. Son. Still nothing. Roh stepped in front of him and gently placed both hands on his face, making him look at her. Look at me. I know. But if you don't let me help her, she's going to die. Everything around them disappeared. For one impossible moment, there was only a son and his mother. Save her. He finally stepped back. Only one step. His eyes never left AhMarRah. Vitals. Heart rhythm unstable. Respiration absent. Blood oxygen dropping. Energy scan, now. A wave of blue light swept across AhMarRah's body. Halfway, the scan failed. Scan rejected. Run it again. Another scan. Another failure. Rejected! Something's blocking us! The glyphs. Everyone looked. Thin ribbons of black smoke curled from beneath AhMarRah's skin. The markings had changed. Doctor, I've never seen anything like this. Neither have I. The room fell silent. The doors opened. Footsteps echoed across Lower West. Nobody had to look. They already knew who it was. Mother. Cedraphine walked straight to AhMarRah. She didn't rush. She didn't hesitate. She looked once, reached out, touched one smoking glyph, closed her eyes, then whispered, "Oh, no." Every person in the room froze, even Roh. Because if Cedraphine looked afraid, something ancient had just walked into Roh Canyon. Mother, do you know what this is? Cedraphine never looked away from AhMarRah. Close these doors. Now. Lower West had seen poison, broken bonds, ancient curses, even death. But never this. Run the scan again. Running. The scanner swept across AhMarRah's body. Halfway through, every monitor froze. Error. 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 Doctor, the system rejected her. Again. Running a manual scan. The room held its breath. The scanner reached the first glyph, then shut itself down. System failure. Impossible. No, it wasn't a failure. Something stopped it. The smoking glyphs pulsed beneath AhMarRah's skin. Once, twice, then they moved. Mom, I see them. The symbols weren't spreading, they were changing. Almost as if they were responding to everyone in the room. No, they're responding to him. Every eye turned toward Kye-Yell. Mother, what are they? I don't know. Silence. Cedraphine looked at AhMarRah again, then at Kye-Yell, then at the heart tether. Her expression changed. Not fear, recognition. Roh, stop treating the glyphs. What? They're not the problem. They're reacting to the problem. Lee-Ra looked back toward the monitors. AhMarRah's heart rhythm continued to fall, weak, irregular, barely holding. "Doctor, we're losing her." "No." Lee-Ra stepped closer, watching the monitor, watching the glyphs, watching the heart tether. Then everything clicked. "Track Alpha." "What?" "Track Kye-Yell's heart, now." The medic hesitated, only for a second, then connected the second monitor. 2 heart rhythms appeared, different, but connected. When Kye-Yell's heart accelerated, AhMarRah's followed. When his slowed, hers answered. The room fell silent. There it is. Mother, what are we looking at? You're looking at 2 hearts, trying to become one. Nobody spoke. Nobody moved. Because for the first time, everyone inside Lower West understood. The heart tether wasn't simply connecting them anymore. It was keeping AhMarRah alive. The room fell silent. Not because the machines had stopped, because hope had. "Doctor, heart rhythm dropping. Respiration still absent. Glyph activity increasing. Again. Run everything again. Nothing's changing." Kye-Yell never looked at the monitors. He never looked away from AhMarRah. "Mom, I'm here. Save her. I'm trying. Try harder." Nobody in Lower West had ever heard Alpha Kye-Yell sound like this. Not angry, not commanding. Desperate. "Son, no, don't tell me to calm down. Don't. Please, just save her." Kye-Roth stopped. For the first time in his son's life, he had no words. "AhMarRah, come on. You don't get to do this. You hear me? You don't get to leave." He reached for her hand. Cold. Far colder than it should have been. He wrapped both of his hands around hers, almost as if he could warm life back into her. "Fight me tomorrow. Argue with me tomorrow. Tell me you hate me tomorrow. Run from me tomorrow. But today, you stay. Do you hear me? You stay." She hears you. Then tell her. Tell her I'm not letting go. She already knows. For the first time in years, Kye-Yell bowed his head. "Goddess, please, I have never asked you for anything. Not power, not victory, not vengeance. I'm asking now. Please, don't let her die." Nobody moved. Not Lee-Ra, not Kye-Roth, not the medical team, not even Seed Rafine, because nobody had ever seen Alpha pray. "Doctor!" "What?" "The heart tether! It's responding!" Every eye turned toward the monitors. The tether pulsed. Once. Then, a single heartbeat answered. Weak. Fragile. Barely there. Beep. Silence. Beep. "Stay with us. Come on. Stay with us." One heartbeat was enough to keep hope alive, but not enough to save her. Lower West had grown quiet, not because the danger had passed, because everyone was waiting for the next heartbeat. "Doctor, the heart tether just stabilized. Barely. Her vitals? Still critical. Respiration shallow. Heart rhythm unpredictable. The glyphs? Still active. Still changing. Lyra looked toward Sidraphine. She hadn't moved. She hadn't spoken. She hadn't taken her eyes off AhMarRah. Mother, what are we looking at? Sidraphine stepped closer. Her hand hovered over one of the smoking glyphs. She never touched it. No. The room waited. They're behaving exactly as they were created to behave. Created? By who? Whoever put them there. Varric. Yes. No one spoke. The name alone was enough. Then why are they fighting the heart tether? Because the heart tether is trying to awaken what those glyphs were created to suppress. Then they're killing her. No, they're resisting. What's the difference? A great one. If they were trying to kill her, she would already be dead. The room fell silent. Every eye returned to AhMarRah, to the smoke rising from beneath her skin, to the faint pulse still answering from the heart tether. Then why is she dying? Because her body was never meant to survive this kind of war. One force is trying to awaken her. The other is trying to keep her exactly as she has always been. Mother, if the glyphs win, what happens? Sidraphine looked at Kye-Yell, then at AhMarRah. Her answer came quietly, almost too quietly. She remains exactly who Varric wanted her to be. Kye-Yell tightened his grip around AhMarRah's hand. And if the heart tether wins? Sidraphine met his eyes. For the first time, uncertainty crossed hers. I don't know. The room went still. Because if Sidraphine didn't know what came next, no one did.
If you're loving the alpha I was supposed to kill so far, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Velvet Fang Stories, and turn on that notification bell so you never miss what comes next. And baby, drop your thoughts in the comments below, because every new episode brings new twists, new turns, deeper secrets, and bigger consequences. Stay tuned. The story is just getting started.